I'm David Volk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one. Today's post, well, that was something, if you catch my drift. I think I've finally come up with a new catchphrase, even if it isn't quite what I was hoping for. Sure, well, that was something. Certainly doesn't quite have the ring of "and so it goes," but it does have the advantage of covering many situations, both good and bad. Like the time a few weeks ago when I went to see the Broadway play Oh Mary, featuring an alternative history of Mary Todd Lincoln. In the play, she's a former cabaret singer who is rescued from the tawdry singing scene by her husband, Abraham Lincoln, a gay black man who just happens to have a gay lover named John Wilkes Booth. As you might imagine, the play presents a surprisingly different explanation of the assassination than the one history might have us believe, which is followed by Mary doing 15 minutes of cabaret singing. When a friend asked what I thought about it, I enthusiastically responded, "Well, that was something." Shortly after I returned to Seattle, I saw a local theater company's production of Dial M for Murder, which was a bit slow with an ending that almost made sense, were it not for something that happened in the last few seconds of the play that killed it for me. Well, that was something, I said semi-enthusiastically to my wife as we filed out. And then there was the play I saw tonight that I foolishly thought was going to be a musical, but turned out to be a story about a love triangle between a man and a woman who fell in love in the second grade and a female cowboy. Despite having the subtitle a cowboy song, there are no big song and dance numbers here, just a woman singing short cowboy ditties. Although I love fringe theater and plays that push boundaries, this was the type of play where the actors weren't bad, the choice of material was. It was so slow, it was glacial, and it featured a female cowboy in Pittsburgh. And I'm not talking about the one in Kansas. Well, that was something, I said to my wife, who had endured it right along with me. And I'm sure, should we manage to survive the next 4 years of Trump, with or without the removal of him and his minions via impeachment, ouster, or natural causes, and maybe even go on to have a normal election and manage to elect a normal human to the presidency, I'm sure my response will be the same. Well, that was something. I'm David Folk, a voice of the resistance, albeit a strange and funny one.